And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get ready. Switch.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the slip. Mike 59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the draw, they go to Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A throw outside to start out. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Go. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
Now Guy stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike down. 180. Hey, we're good.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete! And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Right there. 56. Check the out. Ready.
Now Newton on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. McCaffrey on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready?
3rd and long. It's Newton. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, this is Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
From the 39, Carr. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Redskins.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Down. 180. Mike's by 4.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
On first down, Carr. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't have been.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
20, gun.
Throwing again. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
What's that? 188. Let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. Being chased out left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Now Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's second and 8 at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot here before half for Carr. Josh Doxson's got it complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Geis, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Redskins 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a run with Geis, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Kill.
General West.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Ready. Right at the 8.
57 to Mike. Watch the slant.
From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start on the ground with Geis. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Switch, switch, switch.
You draw quarter.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right?
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
6-18.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4.
School.
Here we are. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Oh, express.
Mike 59.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. Coming after you. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
61. Matchbox white.
Geis. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.